Watkins Glen International is the location for stop number 22 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series as we are on to the third and final road course race of the season. We are here for the running of the Budweiser at the Glen as we're set for 14 laps of action on its 2.45 mile road course. And here's starting line for running the event. On the pole in the number 17 Visine Chevrolet, it's Jessica Shelton on the pole for today's event. Here, already won it twice this season. She won at North Wilkesboro and at Riverside. Looking to win her second road course race of the season. Should be alongside Cole Deaver, yet to win a race this season at number 3 Oreo Chevrolet. Second row is Joshua Collard in car 43, the bumper-to-bumper auto-valued Toyota. And beside him will be Dylan Young in number 2, the AC Delco Chevrolet. Dylan was winner this season at New Hampshire, while Collard won the season at Sonoma. Third row, Charles Sanford in 29, the Sonic Chevrolet. Winner this season at the first race at Pocono, and he'll be alongside Quentin Moore in car 89, the Racing for Jesus Chevrolet. Fourth row is Johnny Gardner in car number 22, the Discount Tire Dodge, and Joshua Osborne, winner of the last race in the tour, the Brickyard 400 in the Jimmy John Chevy, car 33. Next row down has Chris Dowerton in car number 23, the Stacker 2 Chevrolet, two-time winner this season. He won at Texas and also at Talladega, the second Talladega race that is. He'll be alongside three-time winner this season and points leader Kyle Matthews in the DuPont Chevrolet car 24, winner this season at Michigan, Atlanta, and of course the Daytona 500. Next row down is Keith Batson in the White Rain Ford, car 32, and he'll be alongside another Ford, Levi McIntyre, who won the season at Richmond in the Aflac Ford. Next row down has two-time winner Jesse Turner in the Castrol GTX Chevrolet. He won the season at Martinsville and the second time at Pocono, and he'll be alongside Nathan Hudson in the Great Clips Chevrolet, Great Clips Toyota, car 38. Next row down is Benjamin Miles in car 14, the Navy Chevrolet, winner at Darlington. And two-time winner Zachary Fitzwater in a Bubble 1 Dodge, car number 39. Next row down has Matt McIntyre in 37, the Timberwolf Pontiac, and Benny Watson, who won at Rockingham in the Aeronstream Machine, car number 99. Next row down has Eli Bright in car 15, the Oakwood Home Chevy, and number 8, Rob Evans in the Tracker Boats Chevrolet. Next row down has Mike Becker in the Sprint Phone Card Chevrolet, car 45, and Trey Wright in the Gould's Pump Chevrolet, car 34. Next row down has Sky Cummins in car 62, the South Point Hotel and Casino Chevy, and the Navy Chevrolet car 88 of Jay Jefferson, who won this season at California. Next row down is a couple of one-time winners this season as well. Gene Sanford, who won that thriller at Talladega, the first Talladega race that is this season, in a Reese's Chevrolet car 21, and the number 4 Geico Ford of Coca-Cola 600 winner William Brock. Next row down is Kat Batson in car number 9, the Track Gear Ford, and Ashlyn Boyd in number 18 MB&A Pontiac. Next row down has Zach Winkle in number 7, the Geico Chevrolet, and Diego Yepes in the Lysol Pontiac, car 63. Next row down has James Henry in car 74, the Fina Lube Chevy, and number 66 Duraflame Dodge of Elijah Gordon. Next row down Simon Bloomfield in car 10, the Nesquik Chevrolet, and number 5, it is Ryan Brommer in the GMA Steve Chevrolet, car number 5. Next row down has Mitchell Collins in car number 12, the Verizon Wireless Dodge, and the man who surprised them all in the Pepsi 400 this season, Vince Alborego in the Shell Pontiac, car 44. Next row down has car 87, Dion Moon in the Bell Mobility Chevrolet, the Nemco Motorsports operation. He'll be alongside car number 1, Bobby Frazier in the Yellow Transportation Dodge. Next row down, Carter Friesen in car 36, the Stanley Tools Pontiac, and number 57, Henry Sanford in the Orida French Fries Chevy. And starting shotgun of it will be Aiden Shepard in car number 00, the Aqua Fresh Pontiac. So the field lined up for ready to go. As we said, 14 laps of distance here at Watkins Glen, and it's the third and final road course race of the season. We already went through Sonoma and Riverside. And this one, kind of the super speedway of all road courses, because it's the fastest of the three. And here comes the command to fire the engines for the Budweiser at the Glen.
Driver, start the engine.
So the field So the field's getting the command to fire the engines. Here, in-car cameras today will be carried by Joshua Osborne, Jessica Shelton, and Joshua Collard. Those three will be carrying in-car cameras in today's event here at the Glen. Cole Deaver yet to win a race this season. He did win the All-Star race at Charlotte, but that doesn't count for points. So he's yet to win a points-paying event this season. Shelton has won 2, and she's looking for her 3rd this season as they come off turn number 11. As they come across the start-finish line, pace car ducks off on the pit road, and the green flag is about to fly, and there it is, and the butt at the Glen is on. Collard looking low on Shelton as they go into through the always treacherous turn number 1. It looks like everybody made it through okay. Cole Deaver and Shelton side by side as they head through the S's. That's turns 2, 3, and 4. Deaver gets to run to the inside lane, but Shelton should have the inside lane through turn 4. And she'll grab the early advantage as they come off the 4th turn. Now on to the straight backstretch. Now into the inner loop. That's turns 5 right there. 6, 7, and turn 8 as they come off the inner loop and now headed for a sweeper turn. That is turn number 9, and you have to play with the throttle just a slight bit, but not really all that much. Now onto the long straightaway that connects turns number 9 and 10. They'll hit about almost 170 miles an hour through that area. And now through turn number 10 where you have to brake very hard for that turn. Now through turn number 11. After coming through this short straightaway, there's turn 11 right there. And Shelton and Deaver and Collard, all of those cars off the turn, will take the top spot, and Shelton leads the first lap of the race. Deaver staying right there close behind, and remember that it was those two who battled it out for the win. The only time we used the boot version of the Glen, it was those two who battled it out for the win there, and Jess got the win that day. So it could be a battle revisited possibly on the regular version of the Glen, but as they come off the turn. And you saw the speed right there. Shelton going into the inner loop at actually 180 miles an hour. There you see the rest of the field there. Sanford is in 5th position. Young is actually in 4th. Sanford's 5th. 6th is Gardner. 7th is Moore. 8th is Osborne. 9th is Dollerton. And 10th right now is Keith Batson. Then Matthews is 11th. 12th is Jesse Turner. 13th is Levi McIntyre. 14th is Benjamin Miles. 15th is Zachary Fitzwater. Nathan Hudson 16th. Battle for 17th there between Benny Watson and Matt McIntyre. Watson and McIntyre side by side. It's a drag race heading into turn number 1. See who outbreaks who going into the turn. And it's going to be Watson with a slight advantage over McIntyre as they come off the turn. This is for 18th position. Actually make that 17th as Watson takes it. And McIntyre's not giving up, though, and there's a battle back there here. Gene Sanford, Mike Becker, Jay Jefferson, and the 34 Trey Wright. And in fact, throw in Ashlyn Boyd, Kat Batson, and William Brock in that mix as well. And Wright's going to take that spot away, as that's going to be 23rd, I believe. No, 21st. It's 21st position they just took away. No, that's 22nd. 21st is now actually Sky Commons. And I'll tell you, position trades are going on quite a bit there as they come off as they now come off turn number 11. As we watch Sky Commons in 62 cars, several cars going by now. And they'll head into turn number 1, almost knocking on 160 miles per hour in the case of Ashlyn Boyd. And now he and Kat Batson will go toe-to-toe with each other for position. Back to the leaders. That's the way it looks out on the track right now. Jessica Shelton still out in front. She has led all the way so far. On board Jessica Shelton's car as she puts the pedal to the floor on that straightaway. Now heading for turn 10. She'll hit in there at 167 miles per hour now through turn 10, and do there at about 99 miles per hour. And now she'll head up in the turn of 11, and down there at about 90 miles per hour in second gear as they come off turn number 11. Now she comes down the front stretch. See how fast she goes into turn number 1. In the fourth gear, briefly, and actually saw 160 miles an hour blink. And down through turn number 1 at about 72 miles per hour. And that's the slowest, one of the slowest turns of the course. Now up through turn number 2, turn 3. And you see turn 3 is kind of a blind corner because you never know what's up ahead until you get there. And that's the scary part about that corner. And now she's in fourth gear. She heads through turn number 4 at about 165 miles an hour. Now onto the back stretch. And see how fast she goes into the inner loop. And barely at 180 miles an hour into the inner loop. Now through there at about 106 miles per hour. About almost like going through almost like going through a reverse corner that the inner loop is. And now off turn number 9, and she'll head back up the straightaway again. And going through there at about 168 miles per hour that time by. So Devers in second position, Collard's in third. Fourth right now is Dylan Young. Fifth is Charles Sanford. Sixth, again, is Johnny Gardner. Seventh is Quentin Moore. No change among the top 10, I should say, at the moment here. Seventh is Moore. Eighth is Osborne. Ninth is Dalton. And battle for 10th between Keith Batson and Kyle Matthews. And we saw how Jessica Shelton drives that course. Let's see how Joshua Osborne drives it here as he now goes through turn number 11. Now battling with Quentin Moore. Racing for souls. That's basically what that team Quentin Moore drives for is all about right there. And the Morgan Shepherd cars up ahead. Now Osborne heads into turn number 10 at 169 miles per hour. That's about one of the fastest speeds we've seen on this course. Going into the 10th turn. Nose to tail, the 89 and 33 cars are a pair of Chevy Impalas on this course. And Osborne would knock on 160 miles an hour into turn number 1. And down there at about 71 miles per hour. So let's see how fast he'll take the draft going into the inner loop, as they head toward the inner loop, I should say. That's turns 2, 3, and 4. That's the S he's going through right now. Speed increasing about 140 miles per hour. Now up to about 155 in fourth gear as he goes through turn 4. Now pedal to the floor. See 180 miles an hour, 181 miles an hour into turn number 5, the inner loop. And now from Joshua Collard's point of view, one of the two drivers in the field from the Jelly Old UK. Running right there in second position behind Cole Deaver and the leader Jessica Shelton as they come off turn number 11. Caution free so far as we have completed the 7th lap, and we are 7 laps remaining from the race here. So halfway home in the Bud at the Glen. Shelton, not surprisingly, with the fastest lap of the race so far at 127.372 miles per hour. About what they qualified at here at the Glen, as a matter of fact. And here comes Collard for second place on Devers. They head into the inner loop. See who outbreaks who. Collard should have the preferred groove into the inner loop, and now he jumps the curbing, but Deaver took a chance, floored that throttle off the inner loop, and still keeps second for the moment. But here comes Collard, not giving up on the inside lane here. But Deaver should have the inside groove in turn 10, and Collard in turn 11. There's 10, Deaver still, and Collard still, I was going to say still alongside, but Deaver just pulled ahead before turn number 11 as they come off turn number Does he come off that turn? But Collard's still battling right there behind Deaver, and on his rear end is Dylan Young in the 2. That's positions 2, 3, and 4 you're looking at right now. They are single file through here at the Glen there, but they're still close behind. There's the 5th on back battle for 5th between Charles Sanford and Johnny Gardner. And here comes Collard once again to the inside of Deaver, battle for 2nd place. But this time does not have a run like he did the last time by. So, and all this is letting Jessica Shelton pull ahead in the front of the field. Running with Collard in the 3rd position and right there behind Deaver. Heading off into turn number 11 he comes. And there's the unique view going through turn number 1. You saw Dylan Young try to close up on Collard off the first turn. So some good battles all around the track so far here as they There you see the cars going through there. There's Eli Bright leading this pack of cars here between he and Rob Evans and several others. Diego Yepes and Carter Friesen battling right there. Friesen takes that spot away. So basically almost all of them single file through this part of the course here as we're about to complete the 10th lap of 14. So now I have 4 laps to go. And Shelton's lead right now is about 65 hundredths of a second heading off into turn number 1. So she is pulling slightly ahead of Deaver at the moment. As Collard's still trying to get around him for 2nd place. But right now tucked on the back bumper of that car, two of the most iconic numbers of the sport, the 3 and the 43 linked together. Off turn number 9 they come here. Deaver still holding that spot away as Collard tries to find another way around him. No change among the top 10 again at the moment here as they head off into turn number 10. As they'll come down now for 3 laps to go. See if there's any battling going on right there. See Matt McIntyre behind that first pack of cars. Gene Saber anchoring the second pack. There's Ashlyn Boyd leading this bunch. Side by side there between Ryan Brommer and Vince Almarego. And Brommer looks like he might try to take that spot away from Almarego in the 44 car. Now they head for the inner loop here for the 3rd to the last time. Down off turn number 11 comes Shelton as she knows she's got 2 laps to go. And I tell you what, that 17. I tell you what, the lady driving that 17 car, they don't call her the queen of the road for nothing, because it seems like every time she gets on a road course, things always seem to go well for her. Finished well at Sonoma, and the first time out. Then she, of course, won Riverside. And now looks to be on her way, and now looks to be barring any problems on the way to a victory here at the Glen. This will be her third win as she holds on. But Deaver is trying to close up, though. Him and Collard both. Off the ninth turn they come here. Deaver stays second. Collard and Young, Sanford, and Gardner, the top six at the moment, as they come off turn number 10, now through turn number 11. And Jessica Shelton will see the white flag waving. She'll have one lap to go in the butt at the Glen. But Cole Deaver is not giving up that 3 car. He is closing up, though. The interval is now down to 31 hundredths of a second between the 17 and the 3 cars. This may not be Chase Elliott versus Martin Truex Jr. last year at the Glen, but it's still close enough. Heading into the inner loop for the final time here, and Shelton takes her car very gingerly through that corner. Jumps the curbing a little bit, but then again so does everybody else. Off the ninth turn they come here. Now she knows she's got 2 more turns to go. May not be an exciting race as far as the quality of competition is concerned. Everybody running single file, but still a good clean race, caution free, and off the 11th turn she comes, and she's going to do it again. Jessica Shelton wins the butt at the Glen at Watkins Glen. So, a dominating performance for Jessica Shelton as she dominates the day at the Glen. Average speed 126.419. Cole Deaver comes home second. Third, Joshua Collard. Fourth, Dylan Young. Charles Sanford fifth. Sixth will go to Johnny Gardner. Seventh to Quentin Moore. Joshua Osborne eighth. Ninth to Chris Dollerton. And 10th place will go to Keith Batson. 11th to Kyle Matthews. Anyway, Kyle Matthews comes home in 11th. Jesse Turner 12th. 13th will go to Levi McIntyre. Zachary Fitzwater and Benjamin Miles round out the top 15 in this race. Nathan Hudson 16th. 17th to Benny Watson. 18th to Matt McIntyre. Eli Bright 19th. 20th will go to Rob Evans. Rest of the finishing order for you here. Trey Wright, Mike Becker, Jay Jefferson, Gene Sanford, Ashlyn Boyd, Kat Batson, William Brock, Elisha Gordon, and Carter Freeze in the top 30. Then the rest of the finishers for you here: Zach Winkle, Diego Yepes, Vince Almarego, Ryan Brommer, James Henry, Simon Bloomfield, Bobby Frazier, Deion Moon, Aiden Shepard, Henry Sanford, and Mitchell Collins, the last place finisher in this race. Unfortunately for him, here today. So race number 20. So race 23 of the season at Watkins Glen is in the books, and Jessica Shelton, as we said, dominates today as she takes home the butt of the Glen, her 3rd win of the season. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on our channel. We got inner races, gaming videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA Seth Cole desires for his channel. And please be sure to check out our Cavalcade series, featuring the Coors Light Truck Series, Last of Us Light Series, Pizza Hut X Series, Hershey's Cup Series, the Skittle Super Speedway Series, and of course the brand new Duracell Cup Series. Be sure to check those series out, as well as also Michael Norman's Publisher All Pro Series, also featured on this channel as well. And also, and of course, and subscribe to Thrash Maniac 99 to keep up on the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series and become part of that series as well. So that will do it today here at Watkins Glen here International Raceway, the third and last road course stop in the season, and Jessica Shelton goes 2 out of 3 on the road courses. Wins Riverside and as well as here at the Glen, and of course adding on to her win earlier this year in the first Union 400 at North Wilkesboro. And a nice recovery for her after her disastrous outing at the Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis. As she dominates today here at the Glen. You're holding on some hungry drivers too, in Cole Beaver and Joshua Collard as well. So that will do it today here at Watkins Glen. Here for now, this is James Qualson in production of the NNSCRA Offline Racing at its best. We will see you at Michigan.